Hello, how are you? This is JilliBling. Today's project is using the bundle which you get for free from Celebration. And it is a bundle because it comes with the stamp set and lovely paper. And it's so pretty. If you like flowers, like girly purples and pinks and greens, this is perfect. You're like, look at these flowers. That's what today's project is all about, is this page right here. You get 10 full-size little flowers out of one sheet. But that's nice too. And I do like purple. There's stripes. This print here, I love that. I want jammies made out of that or something. But look how pretty this is. And I think I might be short one sheet. Look at that. But with any qualifying purchase for this, it's $100. You get this for free. Stamp set and paper that perfectly coordinates. And you probably already know, but on the back side of each packet of paper, I've seen people doing postage stamps with this one. On the back of each paper, and also in the catalogs, they tell you what colors coordinate, and they list them all right here. So it's hard to go wrong. You just pull out those colors, and they perfectly match the paper. So it's called Wonderful World, and also there's plenty of choices if you have a $50 order that you could get any of those items for free. And there's just a few days left of Celebration. Today is the 29th, so you have until the end of the month. But you can have this. And after you see all these ideas, this is the one to get. This is a good one. So here is this, and I saw it online from Mary, I think you say her name, Detheridge. It's stampsandlingers.com. And I'm not sure what she did on the inside, but I kept it a little bit easy, but I think it's just stunning. And these words here and the words on the inside are from Fond of Autumn. And we'll be using this, or I'll be using this again soon. I'm going to be doing a Gotta Have It box using this bundle right here. But today in particular, I'm using this banner. And look at these words that work in it. And because it's a polymer stamp set, you could take polymer, I don't know if I have something here, and you can change it into whatever kind of shape you want. So this is somewhat straight. When you look on here, you see that it somewhat fits into the banner, but you can change it to make it go into any shape you want. Like that's a half of a circle. And it will just stay on your block like that, ready to roll. Ooh, maybe you could even make it into a full circle. Not that you would want to, but it's just the convenience of polymer. So we'll be using these words. And it'd be great to get the bundle and a few other items, and then you could get all this for free. This bundle, Wonderful World bundle. Okay, so this paper here, okay, you just cut them out, and this is going to become the focal point on a project. Or that's going to become, I really like these flowers. And it's kind of a shame, the flowers that are left behind. Ooh, I just got thinking, this one is almost full. I wonder if that one could go kind of like hiding behind it a little. I'll have to play around with that. But this sheet, you get 10 full-size flowers. So here is one of them. And I was going to have all these done because this is my thank you card for anyone who has ordered in the month of August. $50 or more, I would love to send you a thank you card, and this is my thank you card. But look at this one, and look how the colors perfectly play with the designer paper. So I'll cut that out and put it here. But wait till you see all these. They're just so pretty. So I do have a plan. But Tony went out, and you know how it is. When he goes out, it's time to do a video. Because he makes man noises when he's here. But isn't that nice? Oh, and then this one. I love this one. With just little hints of daffodil in there. Okay, this flower is talking to me. And look how well it goes with the designer paper. Yeah. This is pretty too. So I pretty much have it with Mossy Meadow and Daffodil, or the first bunch was Starry Sky and Daffodil. And then this one here, this one just about became the one for the video. But I thought cutting that out and being in a time crunch, it's probably not a good thing. So these little layers of paper under here, it's either the pink background girly small print, or it's this, gosh, I don't even know what color that is. I'm thinking it's raspberry. And then it's either the green or that print. What color is that? It is, yep, rich raspberry. Okay, so look how pretty this one is too. This one just about became the one for the video. I say the video one for the best. And then this is like the one that Mary used. Okay, so let's get started. And because I'm not going to post the sizes of the paper for about a week, because we're going to be taking off on another trip, I have them written down. And as I pull each one out, I'll tell you the size, or I don't know if you could pause it and if you could zoom on that, if you could read my writing. But it's nothing scientific. It's pretty much just basic sizes. Okay. So here's the papers, and many of the items we'll need. So this is Daffodil, and the Daffodil size, paper cut size, is 5.5 by 8.5. But I will post them after we get back from our little trip, which will be on the 6th. Hopefully that day I'll get busy and I'll start posting stuff. So these layers here are, let's see, designer paper. The long one is 4 by 1.5. And the solid color is 4 1/8 by 1 5/8. Okay, got those. So designer paper short, 2 by 3. Isn't it hard to cover that up? That's just so pretty. And the stamp set, distinctive stamp set, this is so pretty too. And this paper, the Mossy Meadow, is 2 1/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, got those. Inside layer. The inside layer is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And if you're cutting them, cut 2 of those. One for the inside, and then one for here on the outside. And if you're someone who has ordered from me in the past month, in the month of August, first of all, thank you very, very, very much. $50 or more, I'd love to send you one of these cards. And if you see the one you like, let me know, because I'd love to get it for you. Love to make you happy. Okay, so this paper, I have one of them that's going to go on the inside. Oh, we'll decorate with iridescent pearls, my new favorite. And this is another just white paper, and this size is 5 by 3 3/4. So this one, just put it inside the folder, and this folder is called Quartile, or quarter foil tile. So I'm going to run that through. And because the paper, I'm seeing all these little paper shards, it's like, I just cut this. How could it be? I think some of them are coming from the Stampin' Up! Factory, or Stampin' Up! With, I wish I would have caught that before I put it on. If ever you have that on your paper and you need to trim it down, just make sure to cut it off. But if you forget to cut it off, or if your paper cutter isn't cutting all that sharp, take a nail file And it probably, I don't think this will work. Just run it along. Oh, look at that. I think it's working. Get out of town. But not at the bottom. So say that this had the rough edges. Just run your nail file across it and it will clean it up perfectly. Okay. Because this is textured, instead of using my tape runner, I'm going to use liquid glue. That side is pretty too. I don't know what side is up. They're both so pretty. So, went to New Orleans for a Stampin' Up! Event, had a lot of fun. The people in New Orleans, the residents of New Orleans, are wonderful, lovely people. The people visiting New Orleans, on the other hand, are crazy, wild people. So remember when you turned 21, or even right before you turned 21, how you would do crazy things? Maybe you did. I know I did. I would be doing things I shouldn't be doing. The whole town is like that. Not the residents, the visitors. You know, when you're in high school and you would go to school and you would wear a particular outfit that was approved by your parents, and then when you would get to school, you pull out the good stuff in the backpack and you would wear the cute clothes, the ones that you were not supposed to be wearing. These people, oh my gosh. The women, I like Victoria's clothing, lingerie, just because it's comfortable. But I do not wear it out in public. And you know the stuff they're wearing, I don't even know if I would wear that in private. They are those girls, and they're not ashamed of nothing. They let it all hang out. They're very comfortable. And I know, maybe because it was hot and it was humid. Anyhow, wow, ladies. So, had a good time though. And the food, oh, the food was so good. But they seem to have a lot of fried food. Like maybe more than I've ever eaten in 2 weeks' time, in 3 days' time. It's like everything, what they had to offer, everything. Even if you ordered a salad, it came with all kinds of fried stuff on it and fried crumble, and the guy's like, yeah, it makes it good. And I'm like, oh, but everything is really good, very different and very good. Good time, but good to be home, to our garden. Okay, so if you have the bundle Fond of Autumn and you're using this banner die and you're like, wait a minute, it doesn't fit good, just flip it around. And magically, it fits like a glove. What is that commercial where there's the girl parking? And I think it's Alicia Keys narrating it. And she says, well, the girl is having a hard time backing up. And then finally Alicia Keys says, girl, you could do it. It fits like a glove. Anyhow. Probably didn't need to know that, but if you turn it over, the banner fits great. Ta-da! Okay, I think we could start sticking some stuff down. Isn't that pretty just like that? Put that right in the middle, get it all decorated. You don't need anything else. It's just so pretty. But we should use a stamp set. Okay, so once again, because this is textured, I am going to use glue. Glue. The night before we left for our trip, and we had to get up at like 2:30 in the morning for a 5:30 flight. Don't tell me why. Don't ask why I chose that. That was crazy. Note to self, don't do that again. But, so if you go to bed at 10, do you really think you could wake up at 2:30? I couldn't sleep. Then I started thinking, and I know this is just because I was tired, oh my gosh, what if I scheduled the flight for the wrong day? And again, I was just tired. Didn't get any sleep. I think I woke up at midnight and I was just laying there waiting and waiting. First day was hard. I was so tired, but I slept good. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and I do have, let me show you one hint. Can I do it? I could do it on this one. So if ever, and I'm saying this only because when some of the girls did the mousse, the stamp set is called All Bundled Up. And they're saying, I don't know how you cut in between the legs on the mousse. And I'm like, well, you just kind of cut through it. And they're like, it's hard. So what they were doing is they were poking here so that they could start cutting. Okay, I have a little cheat for that. But, you know, I have to be a little bit consistent here. Hold on. I'm almost to that point. Oh, and another thing, when you're cutting out your flowers, because these patterns, the designer paper is busy, and then on top of that we put the flower, leave a little bit of a bigger white border than you naturally would. And that just makes it so the flower has a chance to stand out a little bit. Okay, so coming up on the trick. And some of you probably already know this, but that's okay. So how do you get into there? You just cut right through that little stem. Don't worry, it will be okay. Then cut just like you normally would with your, hopefully, constant white little border. And you're like, well, you cut the leaf off right there, or the stem, but if you put a dimensional right there, you can't even tell that there's a little cut in it. And you got it cut out just fine. Okay, that's my tip for the day. Isn't that pretty? I wonder if maybe this could go a little bit lower. Oh, and I have to do my, that's just so pretty. It's this paper. This paper is just so pretty. No, I think it needs to go there. And I'm going to do my cording. And you're like, what are you talking about cording? Cording is this right here. Give it some sparkle. So to do that, and this is called Elegant Trim, and it comes in a 2-pack of gold and silver. So whatever you like, you could get it. And take off a little bit more than I need. And I always like to put a little slit in here to hold and stop it from unraveling. Okay, so take the cord, hold on to it, and I'm going to stretch my finger out because I want it to be a big loop. If I wanted to be a small loop, I would just go around like that, but I want a big loop. So I'm going around 2, maybe 2.5 times, because this time I'm fine with ends. Sometimes I don't want these ends showing, but this time I'm fine with it. So the ends are right here and right here. Hold on to the loop you just made and give it a twist into a figure 8. And you know, before I did this, I probably should have put some dimensionals on things and stuck stuff down. Okay, we'll do this again in a minute. So let's stick the flower down with dimensionals. You know what? Oh, isn't that pretty? What it is I haven't stamped in 5 days. And I say that with horror in my voice. 5 days I haven't been in my room. Okay, so another thing, when I came home, this is fun. When I came home to my room, I had 6 Stampin' Up! Boxes here. And you're like, gosh, you get a lot of orders. I'll tell you what it is. I'm really close to earning the trip. The first time in like forever. And I said to Tony, if we're going to go on the trip. So I've been buying white paper. Like a lot of white paper. Like, stretch your arms out. 2 stacks that big of white paper. A lot. Oh, I was supposed to put the thingy under here. So now I have 6 stacks in the laundry room of not just white, but colored paper because Terry stopped by, and Terry's like, well, why are you just getting white paper? And I'm like, because I know I'll use it. She goes, but you use plenty of colors. I'm like, yeah, I do. So white paper now, thanks to Terry. Other colors too. That's a lot. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you need some supplies, I would so love to take your order because I want to go on the trip. And I'll send you a beautiful card. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cute? Just this little bit sticking out. And before I stick everything down really well, I'm going to kind of adjust where the swirls are. Okay, that is just so pretty. Because I pulled it up, some of these are kind of curling up, so I'll take a mini dimensional. Hold it down in all the right spots that I made curl up. Okay, and then this will go right here. Okay, I think this one is my favorite. I like the first one, the purple flower. Maybe because this one the flower is more bold, and the other one the flower is a little bit more detailed and dainty. But if you could get 10 per sheet, that is right there easy. 20 cards just using the same layout format. It's pretty good. Okay. Sending many thanks. I love it. Okay, and now, woohoo, iridescent pearls. So, did you know that on October 1st is World Card Making Day? And Stampin' Up! Is going to have a promotion with 3 bundles. If you get any of the 3 bundles between September 1st and what's the end of September? The 30th? They're going to give you a package of iridescent rhinestones in your order. And there's going to be 1 new stamp set, and the new stamp set will be in the next annual catalog. So I'll pull out the flyer, and in next video I'll show you the stamp sets you can pick from. But aren't those just pretty? Iridescent pearls. I don't know how I missed these all this time. Okay, that's good. So then a little bit for the inside. Here. Don't you love that? Okay, inside. Inside is going to say thank you, because this is my thank you card for August. And I think I'll do the word thank you. Thank you is from The Fond of Autumn. It's this thank you right here. Okay, so how about, because this is a lot of mossy and a lot of melon mambo, I'll do the flowers. I'm going to add some flowers on in melon. How about the words in mossy, the thank you? Right there at the top. Thank you. And then the flowers. Oh, let me show you what I did on the other one. The other one, the sample, because this one is Daffodil Delight and Starry Sky. Starry Sky and then Daffodil. So I'd like to do something similar in Melon Mambo and Daffodil. Which ones? Well, that's an iris. How about definitely the rose, because that's similar. I'll do the same thing. So, Melon Mambo, the pink, Daffodil Delight, the rose. the rose and the big flower. Melon Mambo. Looks like some of my pads I need to re-ink them. But you know, when you're doing distinctive stamps, it's better to have them a hint dry. I should test this. Ooh, okay. So that can go right here. Oh, isn't that pretty? Can you see how pretty that is? It's distinctive. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now the rose. I betcha that will turn out just as pretty. Yeah, these need some re-inking. I should test it. Okay, one more. So you could see the whole rose. Okay, that's pretty too. I need to fix my pads. Can you see how pretty that is? Okay, so we'll attach this to the inside. Then I think that's it. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's kind of almost fall looking. Here that's more spring because it has the lighter colors in it. So pretty. Well, thank you for tuning in and watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I love hearing from y'all, and have a great day. Bye.